Did you know that 80% of millionaires today are self-made? They didn't inherit their wealth, they built it from scratch. But here's the real question. Why do the rich keep getting richer while most people struggle just to get ahead? It's not just about making more money. If that were the case, every high-income earner would be wealthy. But they're not. In fact, many people who earn six figures still live paycheck to paycheck. The real reason the rich keep getting richer is that they understand a fundamental truth about money that most people ignore. Wealth isn't built by working harder, it's built by making money work for you. Most people are trapped in a cycle. They exchange their time for money, spend most of what they earn, and save whatever little is left, if anything. They believe that working harder will eventually lead to financial freedom, but the wealthy see money differently. To them, money isn't just something to spend. It's a tool, a seed that can be planted and grown into more money. This difference in mindset is what separates the rich from everyone else. While the average person focuses on earning a paycheck, the wealthy focus on building assets. Assets that generate income, appreciate in value, and most importantly, don't require their constant effort. And that's the key. The rich don't just make money, they build systems that keep making money for them. It's the reason why someone who earns $50,000 a year but invests wisely can end up wealthier than someone making $500,000 but spending it all. It's not about how much you earn, it's about how much of your money is working for you. This is why the gap between the rich and the rest keeps growing. The rich reinvest their money into businesses, real estate, stocks, and other income-producing assets. These investments generate even more money, which they reinvest again, compounding their wealth over time. Meanwhile, the average person spends their money on things that don't grow in value. Cars, gadgets, expensive vacations. Things that only drain their bank account instead of building it. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Once you reach a certain level of wealth, money starts coming to you effortlessly. Banks offer you better loan terms. Investment opportunities appear that aren't available to the average person. Tax laws are structured in a way that favors asset owners over wage earners. But here's the good news. You don't need to be rich to start applying these principles. In fact, the earlier you start, the easier it becomes to break free from the cycle and build wealth for yourself. In the next part, we'll break down the specific strategies the rich use to grow their money exponentially. Strategies that you can start using right now, no matter where you are financially. The rich don't just save money, they multiply it. While most people think that saving is the key to financial security, the wealthy understand that saving alone won't make you rich. Inflation eats away at the value of cash over time, meaning that every dollar sitting in a bank account is slowly losing purchasing power. That's why the rich don't just save, they invest. Investing is the engine of wealth creation. But it's not just about throwing money into the stock market and hoping for the best. The wealthy follow a strategic approach, using their money to acquire assets that generate more money. Real estate, businesses, stocks, and private investments. These are the vehicles they use to build wealth exponentially. One of the biggest advantages the rich have is that they understand the power of leverage. They don't just rely on their own money to invest. They use other people's money, whether through loans, investors, or business partnerships, to scale their wealth faster. This is why a wealthy investor can buy $1 million property with only a fraction of that amount from their own pocket, while a middle-class person hesitates to invest at all. The difference isn't just money, it's mindset and strategy. But leverage isn't just about debt. The rich also leverage time. Instead of trading their hours for money, they build systems that generate income passively. They create businesses that operate without them, invest in assets that pay dividends, and own real estate that provides cash flow. This allows them to keep earning even when they're not actively working. Another key advantage the wealthy use is tax optimization. While the average person sees taxes as an unavoidable expense, the rich see them as something to be managed strategically. They use legal tax structures, business entities, and deductions to minimize what they pay, reinvesting the savings into their wealth-building strategies. This is why a billionaire can legally pay less in taxes than someone earning a regular salary. The tax system favors investors and business owners over employees, and the wealthy know exactly how to play by the rules to their advantage. But perhaps the biggest factor that keeps the rich getting richer is the power of compounding. They don't just make good investments, they let those investments grow over decades, reinvesting the returns to multiply their wealth. The longer they stay in the game, the more unstoppable their financial momentum becomes. So, how can you start applying these strategies? The good news is that you don't need millions to get started. Even small investments made consistently can grow into significant wealth over time. But the key is to start thinking like an investor, not just an earner. In the next part, we'll break down practical steps you can take right now to begin building your own path to wealth. Starting from wherever you are today, the strategies of the rich aren't out of reach. You just need to understand how to use them. The difference between those who stay stuck in the rat race and those who achieve financial freedom isn't luck, it's action. The wealthy don't just know these strategies, they apply them consistently over time. And the good news? You don't need to be rich to start using them. The first step is shifting your mindset. Stop thinking of money as something to be spent and start seeing it as a tool for investment. Every dollar you earn should have a purpose, either to generate more income, acquire assets, or build something that will pay you in the future. One of the simplest and most effective ways to start is by investing in the stock market. The rich understand that over the long term, equities provide some of the highest returns. But instead of trying to time the market or chase the next big stock, they focus on consistent, long-term investing. Index funds, for example, offer broad diversification with low costs, making them one of the easiest ways to start growing wealth. Real estate is another key tool the wealthy use, and you don't need millions to get started. Buying property in a smart, strategic way, whether for rental income or appreciation, can put you on the path to financial independence. Even if you start with just one small property, the power of leverage and cash flow can help you scale over time. But perhaps the most powerful investment you can make is in yourself. The rich are obsessed with learning. They read books, seek mentors, and constantly expand their knowledge. They understand that their greatest asset isn't their money, it's their ability to think, adapt, and take advantage of opportunities. And then there's entrepreneurship. While not everyone wants to start a business, the reality is that owning a business, whether full-time or as a side hustle, gives you access to tax benefits, income potential, and control over your financial future in a way that a salary never can. Many of today's wealthiest individuals started with a simple idea, a small investment, and the willingness to take risks. The final key? Consistency. Building wealth isn't about getting rich overnight. It's about making smart financial decisions over years, even decades. The wealthy stay disciplined, reinvest their profits, and allow the power of compounding to work in their favor. So the question isn't whether you can become wealthy. The question is whether you're willing to change your approach, start thinking like an investor, and take the necessary steps to build a future where your money works for you, not the other way around. The rich will keep getting richer, but now you have the knowledge to do the same. The only thing left is to take action. So we've uncovered why the rich keep getting richer. It's not about working harder, it's about making money work for them. They invest, leverage assets, optimize taxes, and let compound growth do the heavy lifting. And the best part? You don't need to be rich to start. By shifting your mindset, investing consistently, and focusing on building income-generating assets, you can escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and start building real wealth. If you found this valuable, make sure to subscribe for more insights on money, investing, and financial freedom. And let me know in the comments, what's the first step you're taking to grow your wealth? See you in the next video.